Hi, this is Andrew Sears, and welcome to Social Entrepreneurship. I wanted to explain a little bit of the vision for this course and also just give you an overview of the course. So, the original course title was High Tech Social Entrepreneurship. So, what that really means is what we're really looking at is how do you do high tech startups? And part of what we'll talk about this week, one of the videos talks about the difference between a startup and a small business, where a small business, say you start up a new restaurant, that's a known business model. There's been lots of restaurants before, but there's still uncertainty. But a startup often will have an unknown business model, so there will be extreme uncertainty. So that's really what this course is about. I would say this course, the social on the entrepreneurship side is a little bit light in this course, but the entrepreneurship and startup is really where the emphasis is going to be put. Now, I'm going to go through and explain to you a little bit more about the course as I give you a screencast. So I'll do that part next. So I'm going to give you an overview of just the material in the course. So whenever you go to the course, you can download the course syllabus. There's also this Lean Startup presentation template. So one of the first things you should do in the course is to download both of those. And, for the first week, you're going to go through it. Each week, you're going to have readings, and then you're going to have some videos, and then sometimes you'll have recommended material, and then you'll have assignments. So as you go through the course, I want to talk about some of the key assignments. So the first one's just introducing yourself, but the second one, this is probably going to be one of the most important assignments, is how do you pick an organization to work with? Now, one of the things that's critical about this course is, unlike a lot of entrepreneurship courses that are focused on business plans and you never have to leave the building, the whole point of the books that we use in this course is you have to get out of the building. So one of the key things in this course is you got to talk to customers. So if you're in this course and you don't want to talk to either potential customers or clients, then this may be the wrong course for you. It's a little bit like if you sign up for a public speaking course and you don't want to speak in front of people. You're going to have to talk to customers or clients, because one of the whole goals of this course is how do you learn by talking to them about new potential products. So whenever you pick your organization, you need to pick an organization that's considering having new products, because if you pick an existing organization, then you need to be focusing on some new potential products or some products that are still in development. You can do some existing products as long as you're still trying to refine them and talking to customers about that. But there needs to be ways that you can develop new products in this. So that's going to be one of the most critical aspects of the assignment. The other thing that I want to talk with you about is going through the Lean Startup presentation template. So your final project in this course, as you go through the course, you're going to be going through and you're going to be slowly completing different worksheets. So as you go through and you view, there will be workbook 1. So that's going to be, I think, in week 2. And then workbook 2, that's going to be in week 3. And you'll have to fill out these workbooks. So what you need to do is you need to go through, and it's going to be, how do you acquire customers? So you need to answer those questions in this, and you're going to upload your presentation. So for each of these sections, you're going to need to go through and develop this. Now, one of the things I want to talk about in particular is the business model canvas. So the business model canvas, this is just one page. Now, it's a little bit deceptive, because some people would think that, one page isn't that much work. Actually, this is a complete business plan that's put onto one page. And there's the saying, I think Benjamin Franklin said, I would have written you a short letter if I had more time, but he had to make it long because he didn't have time to make it concise. So the amount of work that goes into this one page, you're going to go over this page again and again throughout this document. In my view, this is probably going to be about 1/3 of the grade for your course. So you need to put a lot of work in this. You need to really understand how the business model canvas works in this course. And the first time you do it, you're going to get some things wrong. That's fine. Your professor will work with you. But whenever you have to do it the next time, be sure you do the revisions. Don't submit the same Canvas each time. If I were grading, and I think the other professor is going to be doing most of the grading, but if I were grading, you submitted the same assignment Canvas the second time as you did the first time, I'd give you a 0, because the whole point of this course is how do you revise on your business model based on what you're learning and talking to customers. So that's one of the other things I want to emphasize. I also want to explain the final project in the end. The final project is going to be this assignment. So it's what's called an investor pitch deck. This could be a pitch for if you're a nonprofit. It could be for a grant that you might show a funder, but it could also be an outside funder if you're a for-profit. A pitch deck is, I was a part of MIT's business plan competition. They give you 10 slides. You got to be able to tell your story in 10 slides. And at the very end, you're going to go through, and I'll talk about this potentially in more detail, but what you're trying to do is get the basic idea. So it's not to answer all questions. It's to kind of explain your vision. So it's a summary of a business plan. So you're going to have 11 different points in it. You're going to have your key numbers, what the market opportunity is, what the problem, the current solution, what the product or service is. So you're going to have a slide for each of these. So but before that, one of the things you're going to do is at the very beginning of this, you're going to be writing 5 to 10 slides of the concepts of this course that might be important to your organization. So imagine that this organization, if it's a nonprofit or a business, they hired you and they said, teach us what you learned from this course, the lean startup concepts, the business model canvas. Teach us those concepts. So that's what you're going to do in 5 to 10 slides instead of a book review. Normally we have people write book reviews or reports. And then the second part, you're going to be going through and you're going to have a slide, one slide on your vision, your elevator pitch. Another slide on showing how are you making some progress towards this. The third is defining, your market size. The fourth is going to be, what's your problem, what's your value proposition, what are you doing unique. You're going to go into, the details of your product. Then you're going to go into the full details of your business model canvas. And then you're going to go into more details on your revenue model. You're going to talk about your marketing and growth strategy. Now, a lot of these elements are going to tie back to your business model canvas. Talk about your teams, talk about your financials, talk about your competition, and then if you're seeking some sort of outside investment, whether it's a funder from a grant or whether it's someone giving you financial investment in a for-profit, then what's your pitch? What are you asking for? And then you want to conclude with saying here's the status, here's our milestones, kind of setting the vision. So in the end, what you're going to do in week 7, you're going to be providing this presentation, and then in week 8, you're actually going to record this presentation, and we'll talk about a couple ways you can do that. You can either record it using the screencasting software I'm using, or you can record the audio using your smartphone or computer, and then just attach the audio file. So if you have any questions, please send an email or post, to contact the instructor for this course. And we're pretty excited that we have a lot of people in this course, and we think it's going to make a big difference. So let us know. And everything we do is an experiment. So this course is an experiment. So we're looking for your feedback as we go through this course. So please give us your feedback. So thanks a lot.